How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And you know what time it is. It is time for the joke of the day. If you're new to this channel, we do this multiple times out of the week. Maybe you had a long, maybe you had a stressful day, or maybe it was the market conditions while you came to watch this video, plus hear one of my corny jokes. Here it comes. My books fell out of the bookcase. I only have my shelf to blame. Get it? Shelf. But anyways, what we're going to be talking about today is OCGN, which ended up having a green day. But of course, we had another situation of buy the rumor, sell the news. I'll talk about it further in this video. Let's not waste any more time and let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you're a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at the overall price action. We want to know support. We want to know resistance. We want to know what it looks like in the bearish case scenario and as well as in the bullish case scenario. And then we're going to go on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information. The reason why this is important because it does have an impact on the way the stock performs. And then we're going to be taking a look at the order flow distribution. We want to know the selling and the buying behavior on the retail side and as well as on the institutional side. And then when all of that is done, we'll be getting into the final thoughts and as well as some more details. So let's get to it. So we're going to do a technical analysis for OCGN. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $4.17, being up 0.24%. On the low, it tested $4.15, and then on the high, testing $4.64. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 23.252 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days is at 13.078 million shares. So we did have above average volume on the day, but you could tell we had some selling pressure at the open, and even though we did see a high of 464. So again, very frustrating. Now, when we take a look at our daily chart, you can see from the RSI down below, it was at 36.70. And then when we take a look at our moving averages here on the chart, we are below the 200-day, the 100-day, the 50-day, and as well as the 21-day EMA. So what we want to see from OCGN, currently it is in a bear market. We did see a high of $4.64, but we know we have resistance at 465. We've seen this resistance on January the 4th, and we also did see it on December the 29th. So what you want to see from OCGN, especially as this week progresses, I want to see it get to the 21-day EMA at $4.81. If we can reclaim this area, this is where we can start challenging that $5 area, which is a psychological level, and then seeing where we could go from there. If it decides to continue its consolidation, of course, you want to see it hold up the $4 area. This will be very important because if it does break through 4, again, we've already seen it get to $3.88 when it comes to the overall low. And these are the areas you do not want to see OCGN in, because even if we go further back, you can see the next area of support we'd be looking to hold up will be around $3.67. So let's see how it performs going into tomorrow. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for OCGN. So for the dark pool short volume ratio, it is at 56.78%. And then for the dark pool short volume, it is at 2.36 million shares, just over. And then when we take a look at our short shares availability, updated 2 minutes ago, it was at 350,000. And then when we take a look at the short borrow free rate, it is at 3.90%. Now, when we take a look at the history of the short volume, we can see for the close of the 10th, it was at 57.42, and then for the close of the 11th, which was yesterday, it was at 56.78. So it went down a little bit, but one thing that still remains the same, OCGN does have short squeeze potential. So now let's move on to the order flow distribution. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for OCGN. So we can see here on the inflows at 15.69, and then on the outflow it's at 16.85. Keep in mind these numbers are in the millions. Taking a look at the breakdown on the large, it was 0. On the medium, it was 10.19. Then on the small, it was 5.50. Taking a look at the outflow side on the large, it was 1.86. On the medium, it was 10.41. And then on the small, it was 4.58. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see for today, January the 12th, it being that major outflow of 1,857.07. Analyzing the numbers even further for the small scale orders that tends to represent the retail side, we had more buying than we had selling. And then when we take a look at what happened on the medium, we had more selling than we had buying, but it was very close. And then when we take a look at the large, which potentially could represent institutions, we had more selling than we had buying. It was 1.86 million versus 0 on the inflow side. Big discrepancy there. Now, when we take a look at the turnover ratio, it was at 11.69%. So this is high. This is higher than normal range for OCGN. So what this tells me, again, buy the rumor, sell the news. We had that strong sell-off, and we know as far as for overall volatility, it's going to be there in this play. A lot of traders are going to be going in and out, and the moment OCGN gets some price action or that pop, many people are just going to sell. So that's something that you want to be prepared for, and just know that this stock is catalyst driven. So now let's go into the final thoughts, and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for OCGN, you want to see some price action above $4.81. We know right now at the moment $5 is a psychological area, so we can have price action above that. We want to see that momentum continue. For now, if it considers just to consolidate, you want to see it holding up the $4 area of support. You do not want to see this area break. Because yes, we did end up testing into the 380s, but also if we go even further, then we can test right into the 360s. And this is not an area that you want to see OCGN in. You want to see it hold up 4, make that move to 5, gain that momentum from there. And also what I want to bring up, we ended up getting some big time news showing that covaxin booster has been very effective against different variants, and we're talking about the Omicron and as well as the Delta. So let me put things in perspective here. For Moderna, they were saying that they're going to have their booster available for Omicron later on in the year. With covaxin, they already have things taken care of, and it also has the safety data and the reliability to back it up. But again, we continue to have these delays. We continue to have to wait and see what happens in regards to the FDA and giving Ocugen the ability to launch it in North America. It seems very clear there is some corruption here, and that's very unfortunate because I do believe when it comes to COVID vaccine, you should have more options available to you. Also, when we went on Fintel, taking a look at the short interest information, it still continues to have short squeeze potential. There's a lot of shorts who are vested in this play, and this is part of the reasons why I say whenever we have a lot of selling pressure, shorts are benefiting on the downside here. So all these sell-offs that are happening, and it does happen on a continuous basis, it doesn't help the stock overall. And this is why I say doing your homework and as well as your due diligence can get you prepared for situations like these. So let's see how OCGN performs as we come closer to the end of the week. But one thing that we know for sure, there's going to be continued volatility, and I know already since you watched this video, you'll be prepared for that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.